Hey everyone, so today I wanted to do a current favorites video. I don't do these monthly or nearly regular enough to do like once a month, so I kind of do them collectively when I feel like I've got some really good products that I thought I should share with you guys. Some of my past however many months it's been since my last one. So I don't know how we're going to do this, what order, but whatever, I'm just going to roll with it. Let's start with the base primers. I never really was a primer lover, and I thought like drugstore primers were just gimmicks, and then I bought a few of them and I used them and I was so not in love with them, but I didn't hate them until a while ago I splurged and bought my first ever high-end makeup primer, and this is the Becca Backlight Primer. Actually, Backlight Primer Filter, and I will never go back to a drugstore primer. I thought I liked the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer, then I found out that it really, it makes my skin break out. It just, the chemicals in it, something about it just does not work with my skin makeup, and this one is amazing. It does have a very perfumey smell, which I'm usually not a huge perfume person. I don't like heavy smells, especially when they go on as a base. So I was a little apprehensive, and I thought for sure I wouldn't like it or my skin would, you know, break out and not love it, but it hasn't, and so far so good. I mean, this is very, very clear skin for me, and I use this almost every day, and even if I don't wear foundation, I'll still put this on top of my lotion, just as kind of a luminizer. It doesn't have any heavy glitter in it, but it just makes you look like you're glowing from within. So this is, it is worth all the hype for sure. I'm loving this. Now to go on top of that, we'll just go into foundation. I was using L'Oreal True Match for years, and I thought that I loved that stuff, and I even in my beginning videos on my channel, I was using that all the time, until I realized, again, that I don't think my face really likes L'Oreal products. So I was kind of in the market for, you know, a foundation, and I didn't really want to go into the high-end stuff, because I hate getting matched, and I don't know if that anyone else feels like that, but I feel like they don't either match me right or they make me feel stupid, and I'm just like, I'm all about like knowing when I need help or whatever, but don't try to make me feel stupid. Anyways, I used this same foundation maybe 5 years ago, and the other month, well maybe like 3 months ago, I picked it up again, and this is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. Amazing. I've actually just bought my second one of these, and I usually don't like make sure I have a backup because I'm not even nearly halfway done with this, but this is amazing. This has a I would say a satin finish, and again, it doesn't break me out. It does have SPF 20, which usually I don't like because of smell, or it like makes a white cast. This one does not do that, so I've really been enjoying that. So if you're in the market for like a healthy product that doesn't make your skin break out, check out the Neutrogena one. Really been loving that. I'm going to talk about how I apply my foundation these days. And I picked up, okay, this is nasty and dirty, sorry, just ignore it. I picked up the Real Techniques, whatever this is, their sponge. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I almost love it more than the Beauty Blender, just because I can go from foundation to then concealer with the flat edge, and it gets right up in those little creases, and it smooths it out perfectly without taking too much of the product or giving me too much water. Love this little guy, and it's a fraction of the cost of the Beauty Blender, so if you're in the market for like a new brush, definitely check this out. Oh, I did want to talk about, quickly, this is off subject and random, but I had talked about how I had a Sigma F80 brush, and that every time, like the fifth time I've washed it, it's quite new to my collection, the hairs just kept falling out, would not stop. So I was really disappointed with that, and I kind of said like, I don't think I would purchase from them again. And then somebody wrote me and said, hey, if you just email them, they're super awesome, super customer service is great. So I did that, and they sent me one right away, and it was really sweet. I didn't even have to send her a picture. I didn't even have to send this one back. So this one's the bad one, which I will use, but I won't use it on camera because it will, like, you'll do your makeup and there'll be like 1,000 hairs on your face. Anyways, so Sigma has really redeemed themselves in my eyes, and I think it's almost worth the extra purchase just because they are so into quality and, you know, customer service. They want you to be happy with their brushes. So thank you, Sigma. Next, let's talk about, I don't have a new bronzer favorite, but I do have a blush favorite. And I bought a couple of things off Outlook, which I'm kind of over that site. Like, I'm just not feeling it anymore. But I picked up my first ever cream blush, and this is from Stila, and this is called Magnolia. And here it is, and this is gorgeous. This is what I have on my cheeks right now, and I always apply it. I did try with my fingers, but I felt like when I would do that with my fingers, it would kind of break up the foundation. So I just buy, you know, the cheap cosmetic sponges from Target, and I feel like that is the best way to get this product on. And if you've noticed, I've kind of been wearing my blush up higher, kind of making it more of like the fake sunburn look. I don't know, but I really think I'm liking it. I saw it on I was watching somebody's YouTube video, and some celebrity makeup artist did it, and I was like, I'm taking that and roll with it. Okay, I want to talk about another brush. This is the Morphe M439 foundation brush, and I've had this for quite some time. I love this brush. I think I got it online. They were doing a sale. I think I paid like $13 for this. So worth it. I have found that, you know, using a sponge kind of absorbs a lot of the product, and this brush does not do that. I don't know what it is or how it's made. It's just super dense, but it applies like butter, and it's just a good quality brush, especially for that cheap. So M439, been loving that. Okay, two more things. This is kind of a random and like odd thing to talk about, but I feel like, you know, it's needed. Like, people need to know. The secret needs to be out. I want to talk about this deodorant, and it is by Arm & Hammer, and it is the Essential Deodorant Natural Deodorizer in Fresh. I am a pretty big health nut, and I don't like to put any kind of like aluminum or any kind of chemicals under my armpits because of the links to stuff and cancer and whatever. So I really try to stay clear from that. Now, that being said, I've used every natural deodorant known to man, and they've never worked. They've always still, you smell, you know, and it's like really sticky and just not good. This guy is amazing, and I think it's a man's deodorant. It kind of has a man's smell. Not horrible. See, I like this smell. Okay. And it was $2, so it doesn't leave you sticky. It's a really good product. So if you're in the market, check this out. $2. I think I got it at Walgreens. I would definitely repurchase that. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is on my wrist. This is my Apple Watch, and I'm not like showing you this to like brag and be like, oh, look what I have, but this is my Christmas gift, and I've had it since November. And I'm a very goal-oriented person, and I love data, and I love information. I love calorie burning. I love making sure how many steps I get and make sure you're over 10,000 steps a day, and just everything about this watch is amazing. And we live in an area where the signal for cell phone service is non-existent, so I can actually put my cell phone on the ledge in the laundry room where I get service, and I'll answer it through here, and it works. So for that purpose alone, it's amazing, and the fact that I can text and I feel like a, you know, secret agent, it's awesome. It's super accurate on your heart rate, way better than the Fitbit Surge, which I had for like 2 months, but I returned and I bought this instead. Don't get that, it's a piece of, it's just not as good. It's not as accurate. And the heart rate, was I talking about heart rate? Yeah, heart rate is accurate. Calorie burn is extremely accurate. There's a bunch of things that you can choose from while you're doing your workout and everything. The thing that is amazing about Apple, that's always going to be, you can always update it, you know, it's always going to be current. Where the Fitbits, like, once you get it, it's like, okay, what next? Like, you've already done, you know. So I've been really enjoying the Apple Watch if you're in the market for somebody, and like if your wife or whatever is very into fitness and data like I am, I would give it a look. It's quite amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and Merry Christmas. Until next time, see you later.